What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Nate and Friends podcast. Today we have Nando with us.
Hello there.
And it's been a while since we've done this. Apologies due to scheduling reasons and stuff. We couldn't continue. But now we're back. We've got a lot to cover this week, Nando. We have a lot.
Oh boy.
But first of all, how have you been? What have you been up to since we last did our podcast together?
I have been good. I've been playing a lot of Avengers. Did the old cheeky unboxing. Did the old cheeky review.
Ooh.
The guides. I did. What else did we do since? I feel like it's been that long.
I know, there's a lot to cram in.
I reviewed The Last. It's
Yeah,
been that
probably.
long. Yeah.
No,
Reviewed.
maybe, I don't know. You've done a few reviews.
Or Ghost of Tsushima, one of them. Yeah.
Ghost, it was Ghost. There you go.
It was Ghost.
Yeah, it was Ghost.
Yes, I even dressed up like a ninja.
You did, and that was one of my favourite skits you've ever done.
Yep.
That was it,
I got an animated intro.
You did for
Avengers,
which was done by
Ryan, the
that's it.
Psychotic Enigma, which guys should also check out because he's a great animator. He started doing Let's Plays and now he's found his passion doing animation. So I decided, you know what?
It's done really good.
Cheeky showcase. Yeah.
100%. Guys, if you don't know what the hell we're on about, Nando is a YouTuber. He does unboxings, reviews, and all other things on his YouTube channel. If you search ShinobiNando on YouTube, you'll find it all. Like I said, he just done an unboxing for the World's Mightiest Edition or is it Earth's Mightiest Edition for
Earth's
Avengers?
Yes.
Which was fantastic. He's done reviews for Ghost of Tsushima. Again, check him out. Don't get me wrong. You know, he got my channel. Yeah, that's cool. But Nando's is top notch. We need to keep this going.
Thank you very much.
Again, like I said, Ryan did his intro, so I'm sure we can get a link to Ryan's thing in the description below, and check him out as well. If you ever need any animations or funding for that, I'm sure he can sort you all out.
What have you been up to, Nate? That's
wow. As you can see, I got a haircut.
Oh boy!
since last time.
No more top knot.
No more top knot. I actually had the courage to actually leave my house since lockdown, and actually get my haircut. So that's cool. What else has been going on? We got my new monitor, which was an MSI Optics, 165 Hz, 1440p, yada yada yada. The best you can ever get, to be honest, because that I could afford that.
Now. Until they introduce like a new model of this, but then replace one of your other screens, I guess.
And this is it. Like, for the budget I paid for it, obviously I know you got yours way cheaper because of the sale. I got mine a little bit cheaper because discount codes and honey. But again, it's a fantastic monitor. It's, you know, HDR. Can't complain, to be honest. And what else have we been going on since then? Not much really. Been playing around. Obviously now got a full stream schedule for everything I stream, RPGs, etc. We finished Captain Tsubasa, which was an interesting, fun game. A little bit disappointed it wasn't as good as I thought it'd be. But if anyone wants to know how I feel about it, wait till a sale. Wait, I know, Steam sale or something. Grab it for like £25. You'll probably get your fill out of it. Whereas I paid full RP and didn't feel like I got as much as I wanted. But maybe because they're going to have more planned, or it's just I'm not a fan of playing 1v1 online. But hey, what do I know? What else from there? We actually have got a lot in the line. We got a horror stream this Thursday, Thursday the 17th at 8 PM, fully interactive horror stream where I'll be playing Outlast, and you, the viewers, will have full creation of everything. So in terms of, there's some packs of cards that you can purchase. I'm giving the first 10 chests away for free, where you can, you know, do interactive stuff. You can make you play one-handed, extra jump scares, and all that goodness. And then on top of that, we've got the scare alerts coming in. It's going to be madness. If you you all need to be there. Twitch.tv NateReed991. Come join in the madness.
It is Halloween early on Nate's channel.
Really is. What else have we gone on? Oh, we played Manamedan. That was fun.
We did. Yes, we did.
That went from very very wow to south in 60 seconds, literally. If you haven't wasn't there, guys, go to the VOD. It was there. It was amazing. I felt like it was a joint screw up because someone didn't decompress and someone didn't hit the door and sacrifice myself. But it's fine. We got Little Hope in October. That's gonna be amazing. And again, we're gonna co-streaming that, so watch out for that as well.
I convinced you finally to get a collector's edition, didn't I?
Yes. Touch wood. As long as I can get hold of one, by the time I get paid, I'll be getting the collector's edition of Little Hope. If I don't, I will get the standard. But I have pre-ordered the Little Nightmares 2 TV edition. I did pre-order it.
Are you gonna unbox it live on stream if you get it?
Yes. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna actually unbox it live on stream, and that's gonna be amazing.
If you weren't, you were now.
Yeah, well, there we go. Content. That's all I give you guys. On top of that, we've got a small rebranding. All will be shown on the horror stream. So if you want to see my new full rebranding of what my overlays, my everything will look like, apart from got the two Nate B991 hearts either side of me, but that will be changing to a fully animated setup, which will be really exciting in my opinion. So that'll be good. What's been going on this week? We've had the good thing called Game Pass. Who doesn't like Game Pass? We've had a lot of movement of Xbox Game Pass on PC and console this month. Going from the editions, we've been given Double Kick Heroes, Tell Me Why Chapter 1, 2 and 3 as far as I'm aware. Yep. Hyperspace Outlaw, Wasteland 3, Drake's Hollow, Resi 7, Biohazard, Jackpot Pie, Pack 4, To Who Lunar Nights, Hot Shot Racing, and the Destiny 2 expansions. Where I say expansions,
and Shadowkeep.
That's all of them but Beyond Light. That will be added on the dates you can see above me. But yeah, 22nd of September this month, we're going to be getting all that jazz, which will be fantastic. Leaving this month is NBA 2K20.
Oh
no. Jump Force. Oh no. Goner. I don't even know that's a thing. And the biggest one, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
A lot of people kicked off about this, but because the beauty of Game Pass, if you're not happy that's leaving, you can go buy it from there right now and get 10% off because Game Pass is awesome. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's better than nothing. So that's cool. And also on top of that, they also made an amazing announcement to Game Pass. So Game Pass Ultimate, you can have right now the beta of the xCloud service, which is if you don't know what that is, you can play any Xbox Game Pass game from the cloud onto any mobile device. And I've used it for almost a month now. I've used it on 4G. I've used it on my home Wi-Fi. I've even used it on a bad Wi-Fi of like I think the max they get is 10 megabits per second, and it runs flawlessly. On 4G and my home Wi-Fi, I played 2 games of Halo multiplayer. That's incredible in my opinion.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, right? And you can get it right now. And obviously later this month, they're releasing the full thing to Game Pass members. So there'll be a full suite of catalog of games and way more by the sounds of it, which is fantastic. And then Microsoft decided to up the ante even more. What more can we add to this amazing game service that you can't get anywhere else? It's literally the best deal in gaming history right now. What can we add? Let's add EA Play to it. So we've already got the Game Pass games. We've already got Game Pass PC. And now we've got EA Play on both PC and console. Amazing. The EA Vault, there's a whole lot of games in there. If you're a sports fan but you didn't fancy dipping into the bank to spend more money on like Madden, NBA, UFC, you can get the previous years in there for the full game for free and just try it out. And there's way other stuff. There's like a way out. That was really fun. If you want to play Mass Effect again, you can do that.
I was going to say, like, EA gets a lot of slack, which is totally deserved, but at least they do have good studios at the end of the day. They have
They
great
do.
studios. BioWare. I know Anthem's not for everyone, but you're getting all the back cap.
Mm.
And you're going to get that
that's what you're
10-day
paying for.
trial. That 10-day trial. So it's for free. It's extra.
This is it. So in a world where you're paying $11.99 a month and you're getting probably the biggest catalog you can find, all in one package, is mind blowing to me. And you can't ask much more, to be honest. Going on from there, it goes a little bit downhill because you go to the Xbox games with gold. So games with gold is okay. You got like the,
all right.
You know, it feels like this is where they've been slipping up a little bit.
Yeah, they've lost focus since they've introduced Game Pass.
See, they've added like you're seeing trailers. They've added the Blob. They've added the Division. And 2 other games I can't remember. What was it? Oh, there you go. Unwritten Tales and Armed and Dangerous. Okay. It's free.
But it's the Division 1. Like, who cares?
I know. Maybe just go get Division 2. I don't know.
Really annoying.
Yeah, it's a bit lackluster when you compare them to like everything they've given us recently. Like Microsoft and Xbox have given us so much, it's ridiculous. Obviously, there's way more to mention after near the end of this podcast, but just on their service wise, it's fantastic. If they actually just gave us a little bit better game wise on Games of Gold, I'm sure no one would question it.
I'm sure Games with Gold is going to get phased out.
It wouldn't surprise me. The amount of games that you get with Game Pass and EA Play, it wouldn't surprise me if they do get rid of it. I hope they don't, but you know, at the end of the day, I don't care. I've not had anything good on there for a long time. Obviously, when you compare it to PS Plus, last month PS Plus is probably one of the best ones they've ever had because they added Fall Guys, and obviously the hype's kind of died down now. But at the start, that was a big thing. Yes, there was some issues, but I've never seen a game by an indie developer blow up as much as that game did.
I'm trying to think of the last one. There was another. It's the thing with these like flavor of the week indie games, though, is you like forget about them almost. It's always Fall Guys. But what was the one before that? Like there was a big indie game. What was it that every streamer in there, every wannabe streamer wanted to play? What was it? Somebody let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know they gave us Modern Warfare 2 with it as well. Again, I don't care. I don't pay for PS Plus because I don't think it's a great service for me. Not saying it's not for everyone, but for me personally, it's not what I need.
I was gonna say in terms of games, like they're the opposite. So PS Plus is giving better games. PS Now is absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Whereas like Game Pass is absolutely amazing. It gets better and better every time they make an announcement. Which Games for Gold just gets worse and worse.
Yeah. And funny, I've talked about PS Plus. We got more PS Plus stuff. They're giving us PUBG, so PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and Street Fighter 5. I think it's a weak month to be honest. Street Fighter 5. If you like Street Fighter 5, fair enough.
But it's Street Fighter base.
To me,
do you know what I mean? Like Street Fighter base is lacking so much content.
Yeah, I'm like, fine. And PUBG, it's better in a world where you got the other BRs. It's just not worth it. Sorry, Sony fans.
Better free.
But yeah, Sony fans, I'm sorry, this sucks.
You got Warzone and you got Fortnite. Like,
yeah.
Why would you pay for PUBG?
Like, and then last month they gave you Fall Guys and Modern Warfare 2, and now they give us this. It's like great. And Sony's already in my bad books with the crap they've given us already. No, nothing. We'll go further into that, a little bit further into the podcast, but yeah, it's not a great start from them, in my opinion. But hopefully that will start to change. Then moving on from here, we have the Ubisoft event. How do we feel about the whole Ubisoft event? Yeah, it was okay. Obviously, above you'll see the trailers for everything that was announced. But while I was running through, I'll give you the quick cliff notes for it. They announced the Division some Division 2 content. They gave us Watch Dogs for the 100th time. I think I've seen Watch Dogs Legion in every next gen stream.
Yeah.
Like, and the worst part is like they're like, oh, it's revolutionary. You're showing us the same thing every time, just a different way. I'm not like, for me personally, I know people who are really excited for this. They announced what's his name, Aiden Pierce? Is it Aiden?
Oh wow, yeah.
Aiden they've announced him with as a playable character and a whole story arc for that, which is okay, it's cool. But meh. I didn't like Watch Dogs 1 was okay. It's nice because it's all new. Watch Dogs 2 was terrible. They tried to give it me for free. I still didn't take it. And now I think they're thinking of having a third. I'm like, why? Why bother? But if you're a Ubisoft fan and you like Watch Dogs 3, I hope you enjoy it. It's just not for me. I think I'm done with these open world sandbox games because at the end of the day, they're not always that great, are they?
It's just the same. It's just like, this is just a gimmick added onto it. Like, this is just like they went, what if we made the Assassin's Creed multiplayer into a game? And they went, maybe not Assassin's Creed, it's too big of a jump. And they went, we're not doing anything with Watch Dogs. Should we just make Watch Dogs?
Yeah. It's in London, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if they go up that Big Ben Tower, go to that viewpoint.
Oh my god.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Hack the security node on Big Ben on the Tower of London. Buckingham Palace. You'll have to sneak in. Yeah.
Do it as Old Doris while you're at it.
Yeah, do it as Old Doris, yeah.
Cause you can see it shows you all there how many people you can play as. It's pretty much any civilian, but meh.
But I don't know. That detaches me. Like, either give me a pre-created protagonist.
Yeah.
Right, that has a story, or let me make myself.
Yeah.
This is just like half-assed character creation.
Yeah.
You can't create a character. You can just kind of choose one of 100.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of voice overlap. There has to be. There's no way they got 100 voice actors to play out the entire game.
And the thing is I'm a very thing for like small details. I don't believe they're going to make 100 different character models in terms of animations. So you're going to have Joe Bloggs A, B, and C walking in the same way.
Yeah. Well, they showed it before. They showed it before in the trailer. They showed it, like them fighting and like the combat overlap.
Yeah.
So they're all going to have the same, like, there'll probably be like 5 fighting styles. They'll be like, this person knows karate. This person knows kung fu, but it looks the same. And then this person's a street fighter. This person uses a baseball bat that's also skinned for a plumber's wrench, which is also a skin for a pipe, a broken pipe. And
then the machete that doesn't actually stab people.
Yeah.
You know, the list goes on. Obviously, then you had, like we said, you had Division 2 and stuff all coming through, which is, in my eyes, is okay.
It's alright, yeah. People still play the Division 2?
Apparently,
I feel like
apparently so.
That game died faster than Division 1.
And this is the thing, right? So I got the Division 2. I really enjoyed it. And then, do you know when you finish the game, you're like, oh, I should really go back to that. And then you know that's a good game.
Yeah.
We didn't get that at all. It kind of went, I'm done.
You know it's bad when they went back to New York because they're like, this game's not doing so great, let's go back to New York.
And now they've added like 100 floor battle system. It's like you go to a floor, fight off mobs A and keep going up to 100 and see how much you get. Cool.
That would have worked if the combat was really fun.
Yeah, this is it, right?
You know what I mean? Like Devil May Cry does it. It has the Palace of Blood, right?
Yeah. And it does it really well.
That works because the gameplay is ridiculously good and ridiculously like nuanced and the combos and everything. And
yes,
but like the Division's combat is just kind of, look at that, climb, die, repeat. That is not something I want to hear when you're trying to sell me a game mode. Climb, die, repeat. Oh, no, great, yeah. Thanks, so there's no checkpoints. Like, I didn't even pay attention to this enough to care. To be honest.
Not saying, you know, there is a loyal fan base out there. I hope you get the content you deserve. It's not for me, but I hope you do get it because it's about time the Division players got something.
for people who like it, I hope it's fun. But for
Yeah.
me, the Division combat isn't like that
It's too
good that I
spongy.
want to do 100 levels. I'm one of the purists that like the original like RPG
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
mechanics, not the shooter mechanics. But it's not like I wouldn't want to do 100 levels. I mean, this isn't Zelda as well, where you're doing like the Master Sword challenge, trying to,
Yeah.
or like I said, Devil May Cry. It just looks. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not the best.
We can't think of anything new. Let's just add 100 horde mode levels.
Yeah, it's, you know they're out of ideas when that starts happening.
Oh, not this.
Now this is a leak we already know about. They announced the Prince of Persia remake. I don't want to be rude to Ubisoft, but can we get a remake of this remake? Because this looks like trash.
This remake needs a remake. Like, this looks like the remake they were working on for the PS3.
Yeah, PS3 I thought has been a bit too nice, but okay. We'll leave it at PS3. It looks horrendous.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy
everyone was excited because, like, look at how well Uncharted looked and everything. Well, I suppose Uncharted was PS3, but still, medieval and stuff like that. It's just, oh my god, it looks like a PS3 game. It
doesn't look great. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Prince of Persia. It's great, but this is not what I'm looking for.
Do you want this on your next gen console?
Imagine. If they'd be nice and give it me on Game Pass, I might play it, but I'm not going to go out my way and pay for it. I'm not sorry about it either.
It's a fantastic game as well. That's the sad thing.
It is. But unfortunately, they've just executed that really bad.
Absolute garbage.
Then moving on for this, we had the same thing we get every freaking time. Rainbow Six Siege Shadow Legacy.
I just feel like when a franchise starts to lose popularity, their only thing they can do is just go
mobile game.
Right, put in Sam Fisher.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in Ghost Recon. He's been in this now. He's in their new kind of MOBA. I don't know what to call it. Hero shooter.
I think this is it. I think this is that mobile game. But again, I'm not going to spend much time on it. If you guys like it, good for you. I think it's a weak thing again from Ubisoft. If you haven't realised with this whole trend of Ubisoft of getting weak things and not doing things correctly, it's no surprise because it's how it is. This caught my attention though. This is Immortals Phoenix Rising, as far as I'm aware, and it looks cool.
Isn't it just their version of
Zelda? Yeah.
I was gonna say Kid Icarus with like the wings.
Yeah.
And like, don't they also have another one that's basically their version of, or is this it? No, if they renamed it.
I think we're both speaking about the same game, to be honest. Like an open world Zelda-esque game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually,
I'm the first going. I'm not touching this, but it looks nice and refined. To be honest, I will play it. How long falls another story?
I just feel like that this is just gonna be. It looks like Zelda, but it's gonna play like Assassin's Creed. Like, we're gonna, like you say, you're gonna have to go on the top of that pillar, and then view the viewpoint.
Yeah.
To unlock the map. I mean, Zelda did that though, so I guess.
Yeah. Like, for the first time before, like, with an open mind, I hope this plays really well.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I love Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild hit Game of the Year for a reason. That game was a masterpiece. People didn't like durability, I get that, but you know, I'm about to start the master playthrough. So like hardest difficulty with all the expansions and all that. I can't wait. I know it's going to be hard as hell, but I know I'm going to love it because that game is fantastic and probably one of the best things on the Switch.
I just really don't want it to be Assassin's Creed with Roman mythology.
Yeah, I think going off of this, I think we're going to be far from that, but you never know. Ubisoft likes to make games.
Trailer.
I was going to say, Ubisoft like to make things look really, really good and then add here's the viewpoints. But I hope they don't do it. I hope I'm wrong and Ubisoft does something good for once.
I mean, the flying looks cool. Like,
it does.
We get to do that. Like, if we get to fly Kid Icarus now,
I'm
all for it. And if it is more Zelda than it is I was going to say Assassin's Creed, but any other Ubisoft game, then fair
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, exactly that. Then carrying on from there is Steep 2.0. So I'm not even going to call it by its real name because I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. But for those who are interested, this game is called Riders Republic. As you know, Ubisoft made Steep, which was a snowboarding snowboarding-esque game with other winter sports added to it, which is cool. It played really well if you're into that. And what they've done, they just added a bit more like BMX and motocrossing and other adrenaline junkie stuff, which will be online playable with friends. In my opinion, I will play it if my friends get it because it looks intriguing, because you'll have fun with your friends. I won't go out my way to buy this solo because I didn't buy Steep. If Steep wouldn't do it for me, Steep 2.0 won't do it for me.
I will not be getting this. And
yeah, no, it doesn't surprise me.
And just have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Going on from here, they announced a couple of other things, like the Crew 2 apparently, which, okay, didn't care about that. More Hyperscape news. Breakpoint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hyperscape
was a thing. That BR they've made that everyone went nuts for about a week and then it died out. Surprise, surprise,
Maybe
guys.
That was the game I was on about. Because the guys, if you're not into Twitch and streaming culture, or if you don't stream yourself, you might not realize this, but there's always a game that comes along that everyone, no matter how good it is, it can be crap, but everyone gets on board and they're all like, "Oh my god, this is the big shit." I'm gonna be like, "Oh."
And this is it. So they went well with the open beta. Then they made it cross-platform with consoles, which is now out. And they gave Twitch integrations with streamers so they can have their integrations with their viewers, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. It's a BR at the end of the day. I don't know if I'm the only one, but BRs get boring very quickly if nothing really changes. It's the same map.
People stake their entire content creation career on BRs.
Good for them. I'm glad they do, because I know streamers like Escape from Tarkov and all other FPSs who do that, and hats off to you. It's just not for me, unfortunately. Hence why I play and Nando. Hence why Nando plays a lot of variety and I play RPGs, because I get my hours content and it's never the same. Maybe the same mechanics, but the story's 9 times out of 10 fantastic, and they can't stop me about that. Going from there, they added the Ghost Recon Breakpoint Red Patriot DLC, which is another expansion by the looks of it. It looks cool. I'm playing Breakpoint at the moment with a friend. It's really good fun. It's just getting back time to actually get back and actually finish it off. They've added nice integrations where you had to have a full squad of actual people, and no AI. Now they've added in AI, so if you had 2 players, you now get 2 AIs on top of that, which is a nice addition. It should have been from the start, but well. Going on from there, you got the typical Ubisoft stuff like For Honor and all that rubbish. And then they finally done something good.
Did they?
They did. A long time ago, Scott Pilgrim got a game, and then it got removed and put into the abyss that no one's ever aware of. And finally, Ubisoft done something good and spoke with devs, and now they finally celebrating the 10th anniversary, and we got it back. If you don't know what this is, it's literally like Streets of Rage, but in the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World universe. It's 4-player co-op as far as I'm aware, and it's really, really fun. I loved it. The art style is fantastic. It's nice and arcadey, nothing serious, but it's really, really, really hard. And it's about time it came back. As you can see in the video footage above, there's all different fights. You got the mini games and boss fights, and it showcases all the different characters involved. They haven't. I don't know if they've said if it's going to be on anything else, but they've called it the Complete Edition, and they've included 2 new add-on packs, which is Knives Chow and Wallace. And they say Holiday 2020. I hope that's Holiday 2020 with the Xbox Game Pass, if I'm honest.
Oh yeah,
that'd be cool.
Xbox.
It does say Xbox, which is cool. How much actually goes through, I don't know. But you never know. Game Pass likes to go, oh, by the way, next week this is hitting Game Pass. And it's like, okay, fine. They did it this week with Disgaea 4 Complete Plus. They're like, oh, Disgaea 4 is now getting released on Steam. By the way, it's hitting Game Pass today, 6 p.m. I started on stream. Game looks really fun. I loved it. Had a nice protagonist vibe to it. Voice acting in dubbed it's actually decent, which is cool. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, it's on Game Pass PC. Whoa, right. Now we get down to the actual good stuff. There's a lot now. Obviously, we went through the start with EA Play. So Microsoft hit it out of the park by giving us EA Play with Game Pass, and then they go, "You want more? Here's a Series S, sorry."
Well, it got leaked.
Wow, yeah. This is it. So it got leaked, and then out of nowhere, in like the middle of the night, they announced the Series S is coming to next gen on November 10th at £250, which is cool.
$299 for American. Yeah.
If you want to know the size difference, as you see in the trailer, it shows a small comparison against the Series X. Compared to a PS4, it's half the size.
It's apparently the size is like a curly whirly bar if you're from the UK. Yeah.
It's tiny. And the best thing that I found out this week was everything, whenever they made an announcement with Phil Spencer, in his bookcase in the right hand corner, is always there. It was there, right in front of our eyes. No one noticed.
It was hidden.
Hidden in plain sight. So yeah. Yes, it's it looks like an order in Tannoy. If they want to add integration with Domino's with voice activation, that'd be amazing. Microsoft.
it looks like a drive-through speaker. Anyways,
yeah,
I mean, there's so many people did mock-ups of it with an RGB, and I think they who was it? Was it Corsair? They were like, just saying.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, I'd buy it with RGB.
Yeah.
RGB fan. Yeah, do that.
And then we get the big one. So this week, Microsoft decided on Sony PlayStation's
on the
birthday anniversary. Well, we all thought the PS5 was going to get announced. No.
Sony, would have made sense.
It would have made sense. We all thought it was happening. We thought, here comes the PS5. It's their anniversary. It's their time to shine. Phil Spencer went, wait a minute. Here's the Xbox Series X, which we already knew. And then he said November 10th. Fantastic. And
$500. Well, dollars.
$500, yes, and £450. For me, that is a solid pricing. I was expecting more.
What we were gonna remember though is because a lot of British people, especially I know a lot of your viewers are mainly British, will hear that and they'll go that's not fair because the British pound is stronger than the American dollar. Why is it? You got to remember that Americans don't include tax into their prices, so add another 7-20% on top of that. So it's probably going to be 500.
Yeah.
55, 798, something daft.
Yeah,
the way they do it.
How their taxing is, I
remember living over there, and so about let's just round off $550 for Americans and $450 for Brits. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Most powerful console. The crazy specs on it is fantastic, and this is the best bit. Everyone's like, oh well, we'll see what everyone else announces first. Just remember, if you decided to upgrade and get a Series X on November, you don't have to pay for most of the games because it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, all the next gen games as well.
So there's the odd ones like we stated earlier, Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They have announced it in 4K 60 frames per second. On the Series X. There you go, you have to pay for that. Dirt 5, 120 frames 4K. Got to pay for that. That's it. The rest is on Game Pass. They announced Gears Tactics.
Gears Tactics, yeah.
Again, 10th of November on Game Pass. Destiny 2 Beyond Light expansion. November 10th. Game Pass. and most of the first party games that comes out to the Xbox is Game Pass, which is
Yakuza, Like a Dragon, Day One Game Pass. They brought it forward, didn't they? They brought the
is it Game Pass?
Release date. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Let me double check that.
I didn't think it was. I knew it was coming out to
compatibility.
I thought it was a smart delivery, but I don't.
I'm wrong. It's the other. It's the other ones. I always mix those up. They have so many names, guys. My bad.
Yeah. So there we go. Nando's wrong. You caught it live. There we go. So all the other Yakuza games are on Game Pass for free. So if you don't know what Like a Dragon's be like, you got Yakuza 0, Kiwami 1 and 2 for free on Game Pass. Like a Dragon is not, but it comes out on every platform on the 13th of November. But what do? They go, you can have it on Series X on the 10th. Day one. Great launch title, in my opinion. Continue it. Give us more. And then we thought that was it. We thought the Series X, the Series S, what more can they possibly give us on Sony PlayStation's birthday anniversary? Wow. They announced Xbox All Access. The great monthly platform where you can get a Series S or a Series X on a payment plan of £20.99 a month and £28.99 a month, and you get your console up front for 2 years. And zero APR, by the way. And it gets better. Eurogamer, this is what you see above me right now. Eurogamer has done all the breakdowns. Everything is all on here. So you can see here on the price comparisons that the Series X is $712 and the Series X is $712 and $600 and something for the Series S. With Game Pass, that's if you buy it stock. If you buy it just the console and the Game Pass for 2 years, that's how much it costs. With the payment plan, you can get the Series S for £9 cheaper than if you buy it all separately. Gets crazier. The Series X, the biggest one, is actually £17 cheaper if you do it via this payment plan. So you get the next gen console up front, no upfront costs either, and 2 years of Game Pass Ultimate. That would be Xbox Game Pass, PC, and EA Play, and Gold for 2 whole years, and it's actually cheaper. This is massive. Yeah. If you're like, for me, I'm already paying for half of this anyway, so I'll buy the Xbox for $450. Fine. But for those who can't afford a massive payment up front, at zero APR, and it's actually cheaper overall, it's a no-brainer. Unfortunately, in Europe, if you're playing in Euros, you do get a little bit screwed. Because it's minus €29 for Series X, and you actually save €11 on Series S. Again, for the States, a whopping $59 you save for the Series S, and $19 if you get the Series X. And like I said, you can't get a better deal. I thought this was a joke at first, and then I actually saw it and I was like, no, this is real. And I know a lot of people go, well, why would you want to do this? It's just adding yourself a contract. You pay £1,000 for a friggin' iPhone, and it's on contract for 3 years. Don't question me. This is an amazing deal. And the best thing is, if you are a single parent and little Timmy goes, I want an Xbox for Christmas, but you can't afford it up front, here's your way to afford it, because it's nice and easy, no hassle, and you get console there and then.
I think people forget that. They're like, well, I just buy my consoles outright.
Yeah.
Good for you. But like, there's people out there that really are like, oh, well, why would I buy a weaker Xbox Series X? And it's like, again, same thing. Like, maybe like, okay, so you're buying a so this thing is more powerful. Yes, it has 1 gig less RAM than the Xbox One X, but the Series S is arguably more powerful. It can do 120 frames at
1440p.
2K or 4040p. 1440p. That's phenomenal. Like, it's digital only, but for a struggling parent, like my mom was, not because like struggling, but more because the amount of kids, the amount of siblings I have. Like, there's no way she could buy me a Series X for Christmas.
No, exactly. Same for me. My mum's single parent.
Got me
no chance. No chance at all. And this is it. People go, oh no, it's the best. It's an amazing deal. Microsoft has hit it out the park because again they're consumer friendly and making everything perfect for everyone, not just the elite gamers.
As the Gen Zs like to say, check your privilege, check your financial privilege.
Exactly that. It's a great deal.
Let people buy a next gen console at affordable prices, guys. Don't be one of them. Or just, I hate the argument as well. Why not just buy a PC because everyone's on PC? It's like, if you can't afford a £250 console for your son, do you think
they're gonna buy a PC?
Like Suzanne, buying little Timmy is going to be able to afford a gaming PC?
Yeah, no. At that power, no chance.
No chance. Just this is where the elitism needs to start, guys. It's a fantastic price, and it's a fantastic deal for people that can do it. Obviously, this has to go out with the prerequisite of, your own finances. You need to do what you got to do, and don't get yourself into a 2-year contract and knowing that you cannot pay it at the end of it. No. But that's like anything. That's like Nate said with the phone contract. You don't go out and get an iPhone. I don't know what they're on. I don't use iPhones. 11,
whatever,
12. Yeah, for £40 a month with unlimited data and unlimited text, and then go, oops, I can't afford it because I'm on welfare benefits or on minimum wage. But anyways, that's
it. And I'm waiting for the people to go, oh, what if it breaks? What if your iPhone breaks? You get a year's manufacturer's warranty, and then I'm sure there'll be something you can get, because this is the thing. I'm pretty sure further up, here on the right hand side, you can see all the different retailers in every country for you, everyone. And in UK, you got Game and Smith's Toys, and because I know how Game are, we've both worked in that industry of retail. We know they're going to hit a KPI by going, oh, you're going to get all access, but you're a bit scared about it breaking. Here's the accidental cover. They'll go for a different way and do the accidental cover. I can guarantee that, because that's how the retailers work. They're like, oh, what if it breaks in year 2 and I'm just finishing it off, but it then breaks? Well, there's your extended warranty with the retailer itself. Whereas if you drop your phone, which 90% of the mobile phone community do, and a lot of them who own iPhones don't have actual accidental cover. They smash it and go, oh, I need a new phone. Put it on Facebook. Give me a new phone, guys. Come on, don't at me when you talk about phone contracts when you compare it to this.
I love the double-sided argument to it as well, where it's so you can, I can afford to buy my console, right, and buy a PC, but then they don't have, what if it breaks? I'm sorry, I thought you could afford to buy your console, right? You can't afford home insurance as well?
Exactly.
And stuff like that? Oh, right. Am I being elitist by assuming your finances?
Yeah.
Your financial situation. I'm sorry. What were you just doing to all the single moms and single dads and single parents that are not even just that. What about just people that minimum wage or less?
Yeah, it's crazy. It still baffles me how whenever, and this is my issue with a lot of the gaming social medias. Whenever Microsoft or Xbox do something actually really good, you got the fanboys who will praise it, but not many other people will. They just go, but Sony does this. And whenever Sony are in the wrong, they defend them like it's they're taking a bullet for them. And you can even put this in the comments. You can fight me all you want, Sony fans. It's how it is. You can't say it's not, because it is 100%. That's how it is.
We see it all the time on gaming Twitter and social media sites where it is true. Sony can be we are releasing no games this year, just the PS5. People will go but they're giving us a new console. The games are coming, guys.
Yeah.
And you'd be what?
And
I don't know why. It's like anything, though. It's like anything that's the most popular thing. Confirmation bias is such a weird phenomenon. You will find a way to like you. It's like when people argue like, "Oh, It's like when people argue like, "Oh, Sony blocks crossplay," and they'll go like, "Microsoft used to do it." Yeah, but they're not doing it now, are they? They're promoting it. Yeah, but they used to.
Yeah.
But you need to judge the companies. Never stand a company. Like I'm not saying praise Microsoft and like create a shrine to Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
I'm saying like you gotta be level headed here, and their companies, they want your money at the end of the day. Yeah, Microsoft's approach right now is consumer friendly, but in a year's time, if they become the big dogs, same thing as PlayStation used to be the consumer friendly one. Oh, we're not charging for online. Oh, Microsoft will do crossplay with you, and then as soon as it became the big dogs, like we don't need to
shut that gate.
We don't
Boom. Nope, not happening. And this is the thing that makes me laugh as well is yes, this gen it wasn't the best for Microsoft. The way they started it is probably not the way they should have done. But moving from where they started to where they are now is probably the best thing I've seen Microsoft do in a long time. I give the 360 era was probably their best era ever because it done so well, and then they hit the Xbox One. And it just didn't go well. They didn't sell it for themselves.
No,
but
they had a weak start.
Yeah, they had a very weak start.
They had an accessory nobody wanted.
Yep.
They had a very poor launch lineup. Not that these two consoles guys has a great launch lineup. Like games are getting delayed. Like I'm still waiting for Cyberpunk to be delayed to 2021.
Wow. I'll go on to that one in a second. I just want to quickly pull back when you say make a shrine for Phil Spencer. Yes, I think we should. That guy is amazing. The things he's done is uncomparable. And like I said, to be Phil Spencer and go, announce all this on Sony's birthday makes it even better. But talking about Sony. You'd think after all this uproar of this new console stuff, you'd hope that they would finally announce their console. It's Sunday. Where's my information? There isn't any. None. Until now, they've announced that on Wednesday at 9 p.m. BST, they're going to make an announcement of probably the PS5 and their release date and pricing.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. I'm waiting to see what they say because, I want to see if I have to pay for it or not. But in a world where the Xbox has announced all this on our birthday, we should hit them back. Nah, wait a week. Why?
Yeah, it's weird marketing. Maybe they were confirming it, because a lot of people have been saying for a while that Sony wants to undercut Microsoft. Now, I don't see it happening personally just because Sony, when we say Sony, people just kind of get tunnel vision and think of Sony PlayStation. Maybe Sony PlayStation, Sony movies. But as a whole, the company wasn't doing great during the PS4 era financially. Movies, it was dive bombing until the actual the Disney deal with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Music, I guess music was okay. Sony America, anyways. But yeah. Out of the two companies, if one's gonna undercut the other, I could see. If Sony say we're $450, I can totally see Phil Spencer going, just announce. Xbox One X, Series X is £400 this holiday season. Because Microsoft have money to burn. That's the thing. And I don't know if Sony does. I would love for them to undercut Microsoft and then tell me that their router is £400. That'd be great. A lot of rumors flying around are that it is $550 with the digital version being $500. And the rumors, this is the weird thing about rumors on the internet. When you're this close to the launch, and
they can't be far off, right?
They're not normally far, like far ahead rumors, like rumors 6, 8, 10 months, and then they still stay silent. I go, it's rumors. When it's like we're announcing this Wednesday and people are like, we've just leaked that the price is $550. I mean, look what happened with Xbox. I mean, their social media just had to go, Well,
you caught us, guys.
I guess we're gonna have to release the price now.
Yeah.
We wanted to do an event, but you guys forced our hand.
Yeah.
So here's all the footage we have for the event on Twitter because, well, yep, you did it. You figured it out.
Yeah.
So I could see the same thing happening with the PS5, where they're just like, it is blatantly that they're just like, right, Microsoft's just dropped their price. Hurry, get it.
Yep. And this is the thing, I want to buy the PS5 because it's going to have its exclusives. Yep. But if these rumors are true and they go 500 digital, I'm not buying it. No, I'm sorry.
For slim model
it sounds bad. I've already got the money saved ready for it, but I'm not spending £500 on a console with what, 2 launch exclusives? Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man Miles Morales. The rest is on PC.
I'd do it for that. I just wouldn't do it for like a £600 price point.
I think it's bonkers
because you're going to need a game. So when people, this is the thing that boggles my mind. So going back to the Xbox thing, is people always argue with me all the time saying, Nando, what games you going to play? And then I'm like, well, I'll play the Game Pass games and the exclusives, and that'll be great. The console for me, if I got a Series X on launch, and guys, this isn't biased, this is just like numbers, this is math. If I bought a Series X on launch, I pay $450, and I have all my games that current gen, because they're all backwards compatible.
Yeah.
I have all the new games that are exclusive to the console because they're all on Game Pass, and I already pay for Game Pass. So I don't need to buy a game launch unless I want a third-party title. Now, with PlayStation, what you got to remember is if it's $450 and Miles Morales isn't bundled with it, which I think it will be, to be perfectly honest, Nate,
they have to.
This is going to be a $590 to £600 purchase. Because PlayStation have not. They have the answer. So the answer is yes, but it's also no. But it's also very much yes, but it's also no. We don't know what they're doing with backwards compatibility. Is it that they play but they're not enhanced, so you have to use a DualShock 4 controller?
Yeah.
Which means I can't trade in my PlayStation, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Which is the point of backwards compatibility, or is it that it's 100 and then they'll add more over time? If it's the other one, I'm still screwed because then I can't trade in my PS4.
And this is the big thing. Like, I want them to go, here's your console for £400.
Yeah.
Here's a new launch title. Like they go,
and
here's Miles, here's
every
Ratchet.
copy of it. Yeah, I'd love it. I don't think Ratchet. But I definitely think Miles.
But what I'm saying is they bundle Miles with the console. Then you go, buy Ratchet and Clank, and then you just throw one more exclusive. I know it's not for you, but if they said, here's Gran Turismo 7 on launch title, I can guarantee the internet will blow up, because that is a phenomenal lineup of 3 PlayStation exclusives that's not accessible to PC, PS4, Xbox, anything. It's actually an exclusive. They've got other games, but they're all accessible via PC. Deathloop was a great game, but that's been pushed back. Kenner again looked really cool. Push back. It's the running theme here of everything's getting delayed. Yes, I understand the circumstances, but you think they'd have a contingency plan, right? But nothing.
Well, we'll have to see, because like I like, on one hand I'm skeptical, and then the other I could fully see them be like, Miles Morales is his bundle, so $550 and everyone gets Miles Morales, or you can pay $600 and get the Marvel's Spider-Man PS4/PS5 complete edition, and it comes with Miles Morales and the full Spider-Man game on PS4, and that would be fine. That's fine.
Or
that'll satisfy me until.
Or instead of Spider-Man, they throw in Avengers or something like that, because that's got the next gen upgrade.
Well, yeah.
Which, funny enough, is an exclusive to PlayStation. But this is my biggest thing about this generation. No one's given us information. Obviously, Microsoft just give us a home run and give us literally most questions I had unanswered in the last podcast. Is all mostly answered now.
They did and they didn't, though, Nate. Like, they didn't. That's the thing, right? At the end of the day, we gotta remember, they didn't. Yeah, it got leaked, so we forced their hand. And then because they got leaked, Microsoft forced Sony's. So,
but at least we knew majority of where we stood. Whereas with the PlayStation 5, do we know what their backwards compatibility is? Maybe top 100, maybe something else. That we don't know. Still no confirmation. Sony, sort your job out. Do we know the launch lineup officially? Yeah, it's very...
Because even Spider-Man is holiday. Because here's the really weird thing about Spider-Man is, so marketing guys, I've worked in retail, Nate's worked in the retail. Yeah. I've done the events and side, and I did PlayStation 4 pre-orders. They use certain terminology to try to create illusions of things.
Yeah.
So they will say things. So you know that, okay, so November is the holiday season because it's the holiday.
100%.
But unless a company specifically says the launch window or a launch title, a holiday title means it could launch anywhere from the PS5's launch date to Christmas.
Yeah.
So Miles Morales might not even come out as a launch game because it still has not been reworded as a launch window game. Ratchet and Clank could technically not be either because it's not a launch. This title, because they've never flat out said, so this is the difference, right? So it's like Xbox, for an example, they will say Yakuza is a launch, day one launch title. Destiny 2 Beyond Light is day one on Xbox One X on Game Pass, right? Day
Same
one
for Gears
launch,
Tactics.
But they say launch window. Now, launch window is a bit of a narrow window, but it still could mean like it's coming a week after, it's coming 2 weeks after. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just a bit like, why can you not be specific? And that worries me still a slight little bit. That the game that I want the PS5 for, which is Spider-Man.
Yep.
I caved and got Spider-Man Avengers on Earth's Mightiest Edition, even on PS4 because I love Spider-Man, even though he's not coming out in 2021. I'm a huge fan. I have the Spider-Man PS4 Collector's Edition as well. Massive fan, and it could possibly be like December 12th Miles Morales, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, I guess I'm playing Avengers until December on my PS5 that I just bought.
And
that is my one worry.
This is my worry.
Everything else I can ignore. I know you have a lot of concerns about the price and them being cryptic, Nate, but for me it is literally, if Spider-Man is not launch day, then I'm like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, he literally went and bought a next-gen console for Avengers.
For Avengers, which I can already play.
Yeah, but you've already finished already, right? So
I'm on post campaign.
And there's next to nothing at the end of it. So
no, I'm one of the people that are glitched out of it.
Oh, right,
there is quite a lot post campaign. So I said this in my review, guys. There's a lot of post game campaign. I am personally locked out of it due to a glitch, which isn't really a selling point either. I appreciate.
Yeah. But going from I give them the benefit of the doubt. I hope Sony do actually make some announcements. That is going to blow my mind. I don't think they will, but I hope they do. Like, just not for my sake, the fans' sake, in my opinion. If anyone in chat has any opinions on what they think about the current next gen news, I want to give me opinions. Give me some reasons why we should, hope Sony gives us something good. What are you going with? What are you thinking with, chat? Let me know. While we're going through a small break quickly. Right, chat. What's going on? Artificial, how's it going, dude? I hope you're doing well and hope you're still here. Colossus, sorry to spoke to you, but I appreciate you doing your mod work and making people aware. Rhymesy, I hope you're doing well, dude. And I'm sure Aaron is lurking around somewhere, so have a good evening, guys. But yeah, let me know what you think of the next gen stuff. Oh. Right. Nando, you're around or?
I'm still here, yeah.
Okay, you're around, good.
So Carlos says
payment plan is huge for everyone wanting to get it. Yeah, I agree. I'm
contemplating it myself, to be honest.
Yeah. I think the payment plan's a big selling point, in my opinion. I think it's like Carlos has said earlier about how expensive November's going to be because he doesn't have a 4K TV. So it's going to be expensive to buy the console and then a 4K TV.
I mean, like, this is the thing. So people have brought up as well while we're on this, like, kind of chatting to the chat thing. People have brought up that, like, technically, if you went to CD Keys or a similar site and bought Game Pass for 2 years on CD Keys, it is cheaper. Yep. But, like, your average mom doesn't know about CD Keys. Your average gamer doesn't know about console gamer, doesn't know about CD Keys. Like, they might go to hot UK deals every once in a while or something similar for the States, but, like, you gotta think, like, this is just, like, proper in your face. Yeah. Like, I used to have to sell Xbox Gold. Like, I'd only used to ever push it when it was on sale because I knew the parents didn't know about it, so I'd be like, it's half price, and they'd be like, oh, exactly. Okay, I'll get that.
And this is it.
Like, it's not common knowledge, so I think that the price point is fair.
And you get 2 years. I was gonna say, I can guarantee what we just announced with the whole payment plans and how much you actually save with it. Not many people know about. And like Carlos has just said, he said it makes sense if you save money on Game Pass. He would have spent a whole lot on the consoles, but he's going to do the payment plan now because you save money in the long run. Yes, it's a 2-year plan, but you're saving £17, and you get all that.
Yeah. He also asked, what are your thoughts on the PS5 possibly releasing a cheaper console, or if they actually do one?
Right.
I'll let you take that one.
Yeah. I've had chats with people who are Sony fanboys recently, and I said, if Sony announced a Series S version of the PS5 for cheaper, they'd be knocking out the pack. Because all I want that console for is exclusives. I don't care about playing online. I don't care about 4K graphics. All I care about is a decent solid frame rate that can play the exclusive like God of War, Last of Us, Spider-Man, all these other games, Ratchet and Clank, but just at a cheaper cost. I don't want to pay a full whack for a PS5 that I'm barely going to play, just for some exclusives. I hope they do announce a cheaper one. I don't see it happening because knowing Sony, they make you pay for the full price of the biggest version, and then announce something cheaper at a following year. But I don't see them undercutting like Nando said. They should go here it is 400, but for digital at least. But I just don't see it happening. What do you think, Nando?
I don't see it happening. They don't have. So it's twofold. Okay, so firstly, I don't believe they have the resources to say we can take such a heavy loss on this console. That is costing them quite a pretty penny. That SSD is not cheap. The console components itself is not cheap. Like, these things are running at a mid to high PC, just to do 4K 60 frames, let alone supposedly 8K 60 frames or 2K or 1440, 120, etc. Whatever you want to say, whatever resolution. They're running at quite high specs for now, which is different from the last gen. Last gen they ran at a mid-range PC at launch, which is embarrassing, but now they're at least a mid to high range.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you could afford to take that hit, even though they get like cost and manufacturers discount. Also, the other hand is they're just going to
mention the biggest thing.
Well, I was just going to say just quickly.
Yeah.
They are really cocky. Like, look at the crossplay thing. Look at the other things like EA Play, all that. They didn't want it on their console. They don't want to have crossplay. They want to control crossplay because, in their own words, we are the market leader. We are the best place for gamers to play. Why would we do this? So on the other hand, I can feel it. I feel like it's a PS3 thing again, where they're going to be like, "But you love us, so you'll pay for it." Do you know what I mean? Like, they'll be like, but it's the best gaming experience, so it's worth. Because they even worded it as, we are not looking to go for like the cheapest console or the most affordable or da 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 or this or that. We're not doing a Series S. We are going for value. And again, that is just a buzzword to say we basically think our console's worth the price we're going to ask you. That's exactly what it means. So if they say it's $550, go, it's $550, but look at the DualSense, look at the graphics, look at the SSD. It's worth it. That's how they're going to market it to you. That's my opinion. From years of doing retail and
and this is the thing, right? No offense to Sony fanboys, that controller is bonkers, for my opinion, because they're adding more and more features. Like, oh, the features are there. Oh, they're adding DualSense. I'm not going to hear DualSense if I've got these 7.1 surround sound headphones in. I'm not going to care about the new vibration system and that, because why would I already get on my Xbox? And this is the big thing. They're saying this fast SSD is the best NVMe SSD you'll find in console history. It's not even a terabyte if the leaks are true. It's like 825.
Or 825.
Yeah, 825. And that's not even including system information. So it could be even smaller than 800 gig. And if next gen games are bigger than what we have now, imagine like COD Modern Warfare is over 100 gig, plus all the massive updates for consoles.
People got to remember with that SSD as well, while Microsoft is slower, it is still significantly faster than current gen. Yeah. And also they opted for decompression of games and what they call virtual loading, where it only it's smart. It realizes the player's field of vision and will load that, but because it's on an SSD, it can load it so fast that even if you are at full sensitivity and turned, you wouldn't outpace the loading time for the rest of the. So games don't have to be as big, which is why the Series S is smaller hard drive. But like PlayStation have gone the opposite. They just want to load the entire game really fast. But does that mean that the file sizes are going to be humongous? We'll have to.
Wow. Yeah. But again, they like to throw these features in that apparently every Sony fanboy is loving, which I think, unfortunately, I don't think it's that worth it. But then what if you break that controller when you're playing FIFA on Weekend League? Oh, I've got to pay for a new controller. How much are they?
Like
probably
quid.
What I was going to say, like, they're already expensive as it is, and then they're adding more to it. It's going to be even more. It's going to be stupid.
Exactly. My worry is from personal experience. When we worked at game, the most common controller to come back was the DualShock.
Yep.
The DualShock 4. And it's because the more this is not like, so people hate on the DualShock 4. I use the features. I like them. I played Infamous Second Son and used, the cheesiness, and I like the fact that, on Alien Isolation it would flash with the motion tracker. All that that's cool. Or that it changes colors depending on the Avenger I have. I don't like the battery lifespan. That is absolutely atrocious. I have to charge this controller 3 times a day. But the more complex something is, the more there is to break, and the more likely it is to break. And this is why we got so many DualShock 4 back, guys, especially before version 2. Just hundreds of the things, to the point where eventually game just went, if they bring one in, just swap it. Because Sony's just even a minute, just swap it.
And this is the thing, like you said, the builders, I don't think they're sturdy enough in my opinion. You know wrong. I've broken both one Xbox, one DualShock this generation from games. I remember my DualShock got literally shattered in one throw. That just proves how terrible build quality they are. And if the new DualShock's the same and someone does it, it's gonna be even more expensive. Whereas the Xbox is a little bit chunky and more sturdy, so it can take a couple of batterings. I'm not saying you should do that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should do that. But it's the fact of little Timmy who wants to play Weekend League on FIFA, and he loses at the 90th minute because of like some terrible game mechanic, and he throws in, it shatters. He goes, "Oh, mum, I need a new one." How much are they? Probably about £90 because of DualSense. It's like, great. You're not getting one of them. You can't play a PS5. Sorry.
Absolutely not.
Carlos has also stated that he hopes that the Xbox menu gets a new interactive home screen. I don't think they've actually shown anything on new overlays. I don't know if they're changing it or anything. I haven't seen anything, But the rumours are that there might be a Microsoft event this week. So maybe they show us more then. I don't know. Maybe they show us some more launch titles. Or not. We don't know. He also says when it was original controllers, I don't care. I would throw them at any given moment. And when I invested in expensive controllers, the elite controllers, I haven't thrown it once and had it over 3 years. Yeah. And this is the thing. The standard control. I feel, like when you spend a whole lot of money on like an elite controller, you know if you throw that, it's a lot of a replacement. But in a world where now the dual sensors are probably going to be exactly the same price towards them more expensive controllers with the paddles and all that, are they going to throw it? I just don't know at the end of the day. I hope they don't, but if they do, it's an expensive replacement. On the whole controller market part, I thought Xbox has done well with the whole, here's your Xbox controller. Oh, it works on this gen and next gen. Great. Don't have to buy a new controller. Exactly the same, just an extra button. And it works for both. Winner.
Winner.
Chicken dinner. But going on that, I think that's most of the news I can think of covered.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else. Like I said, we got the Sony event on Wednesday. I am hoping to stream that at 9 BST for a quick stream of the announcements and a small post-show talk. So if you are interested in watching that with me, you know the stream, ShinobiNando on Twitch, and come give me your views. If there's a Microsoft event, great, keep coming. I'll probably do that as well. If I am, I'll be on my Twitter, so NateB30 on Twitter, and you can get all the new gaming announcements. But that is all from me. And is that all from you?
That's all from me.
That's all she wrote, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I know it's been a long time. I'm sorry. We're trying to get better at this. But you never know. Hopefully we will be able to give you more content when we can. And then just before we go to end, he has one more quick question. With the Series S, would you need to have an external hard drive because of the memory being so small? No. So this is the bit that I will make you aware of is, yes, the hard drive is way smaller, and it's only via their proprietary expansions of memory cards. So if you want more than 500 gig, you've got to pay whatever the expansion price is for a terabyte hard drive using Xbox's own hard drive system. You can't go and get a normal like an SSD and plug it in like you used to this year. You can't do that this year. You have to use it their way. I don't think they've announced pricing on it, but it's something to consider of knowing how expansions that are proprietary to a console, it's 9 times out of 10 going to be pretty expensive. So if you estimate in maybe 100 for a terabyte, maybe 150 because it's their own configuration, it might just be worth just getting the Series X. But the choice is there.
It's still cheaper though.
In the long run, it's cheaper. It is. I give you that. But if that price is more than 150, then will it be?
True.
We just don't know. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that. Like I said, we will continue doing more of these podcasts, hopefully more frequently. Hopefully our schedules start to line up a bit more, and we will have the longest break. But if you don't already do it, follow us on Twitter, NateB30 or ShinobiNando. Again, Twitch, YouTube, same thing, NateB991 and ShinobiNando on both of them platforms, and you can come get involved. Next time we do a podcast, we'll put it on Twitter. Get involved, ask questions. We've had people here today, like Colossus himself, giving us questions. We're giving the feedback there and then. If you have any questions or concerns or any other comments, pop them in the comments section below, and we'll reply to you and see if we can add more content later and see what your thoughts are. Because I got a feeling we're going to get some backlash from some Sony fanboys.
I hope that they realize that. Like, I hope everyone realizes we'll be fair and Microsoft. We said it. There's nothing. We said it the last podcast. there's nothing really to
No.
there's no exclusives. There's never they haven't had like a AAA exclusive title that's been anything above a 7, in my opinion, like a 7 out of 10 since the 360 era. So,
yeah. But we'll see.
Don't stand a company. Don't stand a company.
Yeah, we're like I said, we're trying to give as fair feedback as we can. I'd like to say there's Nintendo news, but there wasn't. Nothing big anyway, as far as I'm aware.
There's the Mario stuff.
Yeah, that's true. They had Mario All Stars.
That's like out like so soon. By the time you guys hear this podcast, probably already out. It's only until March 21st, but get it.
It's out next Friday, so this will be out before then, so we'll be alright.
Oh.
Anyway, we're actually going to end it now. We're actually going to do it. We've got no more questions, no more nothing. That is it. I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.
Bye.